Job was a man in the land of Uz, upright and blameless, who feared God and shunned evil, blessed with 7 sons, 3 daughters, and great wealth, thousands of livestock, many servants, and a reputation as the greatest man of the East. He regularly offered burnt offerings for his children, thinking they might have sinned and cursed God in their hearts, but in the heavenly court, the Lord pointed out Job's righteousness to Satan, who claimed Job only feared God because of his protection and blessings, saying that if all were taken away, Job would curse him. So the Lord allowed Satan to strip Job of all he had, and in one day messengers brought news that raiders had stolen his oxen and donkeys and killed the servants. Fire from heaven burned the sheep and shepherds. Chaldeans raided the camels and killed their keepers, and a mighty wind collapsed the house where his children were feasting, killing them all. Job tore his robe, shaved his head, and worshipped, saying, "The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away, blessed be the name of the Lord," and did not sin. Again, Satan challenged God, claiming that if Job's body were afflicted, he would curse him, so the Lord allowed the attack but forbade taking his life, and Job was struck with painful sores from head to foot, sitting in ashes and scraping himself with broken pottery. His wife urged him to curse God and die, but Job replied, "Shall we accept good from God, and not trouble?" and did not sin with his lips. 3 friends, Eliphaz, Bildad, and Zophar, came to comfort him, sitting in silence for 7 days, but when Job spoke, he cursed the day of his birth and wished for death. His friends argued that his suffering must be punishment for sin. Eliphaz suggested God disciplines the guilty, Bildad insisted God never perverts justice, Zophar bluntly said Job deserved worse. Job maintained his innocence, calling their counsel worthless, longing for a mediator between himself and God, lamenting that both the blameless and the wicked suffer, affirming, "I know that my Redeemer lives, and that in the end he will stand on the earth." The debates intensified, with Job recalling his former prosperity when God's friendship blessed his house, contrasting it with his present humiliation, mocked by outcasts, his health ruined, his soul in anguish, yet still seeking answers. Then Elihu, a younger man, spoke, angry that Job justified himself rather than God and that the friends failed to answer, declaring that God speaks through dreams and suffering to turn people from the pit, and that his ways are beyond human understanding. Finally, the Lord answered Job out of the whirlwind, asking, "Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Have you commanded the morning? Can you bind the Pleiades? Do you give the horse its strength?" Questions revealing Job's smallness before the Creator. Humbled, Job confessed that he had spoken of things too wonderful for him to know, that he had heard of God but now saw him, and he repented in dust and ashes. The Lord rebuked Eliphaz and his 2 friends for misrepresenting him, telling them to offer sacrifices and have Job pray for them, and when Job prayed, the Lord restored his fortunes, giving him twice as much as before, 14,000 sheep, 6,000 camels, 1,000 yoke of oxen, 1,000 donkeys, along with 7 sons and 3 daughters.